Welcome back, everyone. Dirch here, and I just found my new favorite gun. The last video, I was a little bit disappointed with the Hellfire, and now I got the Rainbow Vomit. I don't know what's going on with my menu right now. This thing is beautiful. It kind of looks like that Tiny Tina gun. I love the textures. I love the colors. I love the magazine on this one. I love everything about this gun. So this is a gun that shoots out multiple elements at once. Here are the stats I got about it. I'm finally level 50, so showing stats can matter. I did find one with better damage that was a little over 1,000, and it also had higher crit damage, but it didn't have the two of the elements that I wanted. There's 3 elements I want. I'll settle for 2, but I'm going to keep farming this because I love it so much. So what's special about this gun is the color spray, and you can get 3 out of the 5 elements in the game. Is that how many there are? There's incendiary, radiation, shock, corrosive, and cryo. Am I missing one? I think that's it. So I have synergy with radiation, shock, and cryo, but I'll settle for 2 of those 3 because I automatically can shoot cryo when I'm in my action skill. So that's less needed. So actually put out 4 elements might be better. So maybe it's better I don't get a cryo one. But I'd like to get the max stats with the elements that I want. I did have a max stat one, but I gave it up to Katie, my co-op partner, because it only had one of the 3 elements I wanted. I'm using this class mod that has synergy with shock and radiation, and then in my skill tree I have radiation skills, I have stuff for dots, so there's a lot of synergy with this gun, and I think every character has a lot of synergy with this gun, and it performs. So before I get too much further on the map, let's see if I can. So to get this gun, you have to go up to this area, and in Arcadia, there's a bunch of quests you have to do. It's the Electi Part 1, Electi Part 2, the Council Division, a Traitor Within, and the Mole's Gambit. So it's kind of like a Clan Wars type of quest line where you have to do a bunch, and then they lead you to eventually this enemy leader, Willem, and you can farm him for the gun. And he's a pretty easy kill. So I farmed him for quite a while, and I got a bunch of them, and I'm so happy. But I'm going to go back because I will really want to dial this thing in. And I found I might still have it in my backpack because I farmed a bunch of them. My backpack is a hot mess right now. Let's go by. Actually, manufacturer is good. Yeah, so you can see. So I got this one, and I got a gravity harpoon with this. This one, I got a Hyperion and the gravity harpoon. And then this one, I got the knife launcher. This one had cryo and radiation, but the damage was really low on this. So I wasn't the happiest with that. And then I've got this one with the Atlas. So you can get parts on it. If I could find this in the damage and the crit, because I found one with over 1,000 damage and I think 135 crit or something like that, but it only had one of the elements I wanted. If I could find that with a the spread grenade launcher, I mean, hey, that's a super god roll, but that would be ideal. So let's see this thing in action. Get my little action skill. Start off and just get a big hit because I got that overkill damage, as I wasted that by missing a shot. And then just not hitting enemies, but also because this thing is splash, and one of the most annoying enemies in the game are your crystal enemies. This thing just wipes out crystal enemies, and there is at least one during this. It does shoot in an arc, so I'm kind of shooting down a little bit, but at close range you don't have to do that. It's only far. I'm still kind of like getting used to it. I just got this today. You can see there, that was the arc. So at distance there's the arcs, but you can kind of learn it and compensate for it. Oh, he's a badass. And my action skill's down. So that's why that took a while. But this thing, with all the dots and the damage, and the fact that it's a 6-shot with a quick reload, like, you can get your action skill back so fast. And once I start wrapping up my dots and my stacks and my radiation and all that, it's just, things just start dying. So this big enemy, and of course I missed my amp shot. I got hit to the side. Knife this guy. And yeah, death to all. This thing is so much fun. I like guns with weird fire patterns and kind of learning them and compensating them for it, so I actually enjoy it. Where like the Hellfire, I kind of complained just because it made damage less at a distance. This thing, I can actually put out good damage at a distance if I just learn it. And then I've got my action skill back so fast with this once I start, as I miss all those. There we go. And then just start the chain. And of course my fireworks shield is doing a lot of work too. But yeah, it all just comes together. And I am in UVHM 2 now. So I did make progress there. And then also entangled enemies share damage too. So there's also that on top of the fireworks shield, which just makes her a mobbing monster. But you also can crank her DPS to make her a bossing monster. Oh, that was way over him. I'm just gonna hit this guy. Bring my action skill back, entangle everyone. Yeah. And just let things die. Hate when those guys like jump right when I throw my knife and dodge it, and that's that area. Where's my jump pad? Oh, it's right around here. Am I lost? Oh, there it is. It is up there. It's ammo efficient because it's only 1 ammo per shot, giving me 6 shots with a quick reload. A lot of the Jakobs shotguns are a slow reload when they're a 6-shot or that. Where you're doing all the pellets individually, or all the slugs, I should say. Shotguns don't use pellets. There's always that guy in the comment section. Actually, these guns work. You can see like how many enemies I'm entangling at once, even when I don't have my action skill open, and now that I do, just everyone's entangled. This thing is, this is everything I wanted the Hellwalker to be, guys. And I was so negative during that video, and I think rightfully so. Because the Hellwalker could be like this, and it's not. Alright, get my amp going. God, I keep getting like bumped out of my amp shot. I mean, look at that. Oh, that's a pretty big enemy. Oh, I got a crystal enemy here. Wait, am I on the 3rd one already? I think I am. Yeah, so that's the standard. Ignore him for a second. Get my action skill back. Oh, fuck. That was not good timing. Why is those missing? Is something wrong with my game? I swear, that was right at him. Just missing. Usually the splash takes care of these guys a lot quicker. Oh, there's like 3 of them. They're sharing damage. That's why. Damn, this is kind of crazy. I thought he was the end boss. Alright, I'm gonna try to go after this guy. Which isn't ideal for this. There we go. Alright, action skill back. Whoa, okay, and then they all blow up. That was a weird interaction, and if I had the Hellwalker, I would have been slaughtered. This gun is nuts. Let's see if I get anything cool. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be nuts with everybody, because... So I was playing with, again, playing on co-op with my co-op partner, Katie Waffles, and she did see bleeds coming out of it, or at least we thought we did, so... With Vex, even though it's elemental, it can proc bleeds, which is crazy. At least I think so. It's not 100%, but I'm pretty sure we saw it. And I think I've heard other people report that. With Harlow, you know, she's got radiation, shock, and cryo synergies with all three. This, if you farm it enough, you could land one with all three of those, which would be nuts. You can freeze your action duration to make it last longer. You can just crank up your damage with the radiation. There's so much you can do with it there. Rafa, well, he can just like fire forever. Get that ammo mitigation, plus his like indirect damage buffs with all the splash damage. And then Amon has a bunch of like cryo synergies. He's got some other elemental synergies. I mean, this is like an up close and personal gun, which he plays well with, obviously, because that's his style. So I think all the characters have a lot of synergy with this. The DPS of it is great. Having a 6-shot Jakobs shotgun with a quick reload, I mean, that's not bad at all. And, you know, a lot of those Jakobs shotguns that are big damage are one-shots, where this is 6. Plus, you just stack so many dots with this thing. And if you can build dots, we were fighting Idolater Saul, and we one-rounded him just from all the dots. And he just melted. I mean, the damage of the guns, too, but there's just so many dots on him. It's the first time I think that's the first time I fought him since the original time when I fought him. Oh, no, I've done him twice. I did my solo campaign, too, which was early in the game. He was a fairly tough fight. And then this, it was just like, goodbye. Yeah, and then, I mean, like I said, I like the look of it. It shoots stars that have rainbows following it, and it has that little sound. Although inside, between this and my fireworks shield and my little bubble buddy following me around, there was a lot of visual pollution. It was just explosion city, so it felt very Borderlands 3. So beware when you're doing this and enemies are blowing up and shooting radiation spikes at people. A lot was going on, and it's just kind of like follow the red dots of the mini map and shoot in that direction and hope things die, and they do. Yeah, I wish the Hellwalker was like this gun, just like a one-shot version of this gun, but just more like this. So like Borderlands, you can do it. This is what the Hellwalker should feel like. This is so good. I'm so happy. I love so many of these Jakobs guns, and then. Spoiler alert, I also got my Hot Slugger, so I'll be doing a video on that. And then I also found the Phantom Flame, which was just a world drop. So my my Jakobs collection is growing. I'm at level 50. I can finally really start farming this stuff to get like the ideal parts and ideal versions. And I'm having a blast. And if you guys have not got this gun, you should, because you will love it, because this is the fucking gun to use. It is fun, it's interesting, you know, it's got that arc that you can learn to fire and like aim, and it actually goes a long way with this. I mean, this thing has got range. It's not like the hail in Borderlands 2 that you could only shoot a certain distance. Like, if you can manage the arc, and it's fun to do stuff like that too. It's like, this is what makes Borderlands guns great. They're weird, they're quirky. You can build around them. And when they're effective, it's like the perfect mix that makes like, this is the stuff that makes Borderlands fun. because it's just not another like Call of Duty and like hyper realistic ish. I know those aren't really realistic, but you know, going for like the realism shooters, and like we've played a billion of those, and they're, to me, they're kind of dull, and like this is what makes Borderlands like stand out. Like the sword explosion was kind of like an example of this, where it's like a weird gun, interesting mechanics, you can kind of like dig into it and understand it, but it's still just like effective on its own, but it's weird because it's a shotgun that shoots swords and then grenade swords. You know, that's the kind of stuff that like separates Borderlands from the other games. And oh yeah, I could just talk so much about this gun, and I just got it today, so I haven't even like dug into fully understand this thing and to see what I can really do with it. And there is going to be a lot, I guarantee. So I should probably just stop talking because I won't if I don't. And yeah, so pumped. Love this gun, and pretty pumped about the Hot Slugger too. But I like this more. Spoiler alert. But I mean, the Hot Slugger might be better with other characters, but this is by far right now my favorite gun I found in the game, and I've really liked some guns, so that says a lot. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what your favorite gun so far is and what's really got you like excited like I'm excited about this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.